You know, for me it's the same.
Yes.
Because I think the problem is more for the public. Because closer to the public is Thomas Anders. But, you know, I'm the person with a given name. But, you know, I don't answer your question differently, even with my given name or with my artist name. You know, it's at the end you can see by the music, it's great, it's a great album. And, you know, we can talk about politics and cultures and whatever, but you see on this album that music is international. And music doesn't have any borders.
Did you like this work with Russian producer, or it doesn't matter from which countries producer?
No. It's you know, it's very important that you're on the same level with the producer, because otherwise you can't work. Because when you're in the record studio and you do recordings, that's always very it's very intimidating, because you're working for days and days, and you talk a lot and you sing a lot, and you know, you have to open your heart. So at the very beginning was the fact that I met Sergei Rektor, and we just decided to do one song, just for a try, just for do we get along or not? Can we work together? Is his, you know, thinking of music the way I like? And so it was so great working with him, and so we decided to sing more songs. And after, you know, some sessions, we said, let's make an album. The only really, the most difficult thing was the language. Because Sergei didn't speak English so well, I don't speak Russian. So it was very funny, we had an interpreter, he's from America, but lives in Moscow since 15 years or whatever. But he has no clue for music. He don't know what, you know, music is something, well, it's music. But we're musicians, we have our special, let's say, language. So the producer said something in Russian, and the interpreter, he translated it to me and said to me in English, I have no clue what I'm talking about. And I said, well, I have a clue. I know exactly what Sergei is talking about. So this was because it took more time, but the work was really, really, really great. Oh well, you know, I don't want to fix it on the last tour. You have to remember the first time I've been here was in 1987.
Yeah.
It was a different country and a different world. And I don't want to go too deep into politics, but, you know, we're all human beings. And even in 87, the people were, you know, heartful and friendly, but they lived in a different world. And what's really interesting for me is the fact that in between, you know, let's face it, around about 23 years, the development of the country, this is, you know, this is like, how to say, a galaxy jump. You know? Because, and it's not only the fact that you live now differently, but I'm so often thinking about when I'm here in the country and I see some older people, what has their brains to work, the complete life changed in between 25 years. And you know, the reflection of the world and the reflection of, you know, what's around it, it changed completely. And this is something I have a deeply respect, because all these people, these millions of people in that country, has to, you know, live in a different age than 25 years ago. And this is my deep respect. What I want to say. You know, I really don't know what will happen to me if I would have to change my life in the opposite. You know, I don't know, because I'm lived and I'm born in my system, and I don't want to compare political systems. It's just from the heart. It's just from what all of your people has to reflect. I love James Bond. I love James Bond. My son loved James Bond. So even when I was on the way to this tour 2 weeks ago, and on our last evening we saw James Bond. So but it was not because of this that we made this video.
Who's the best James Bond in your opinion?
There are two: Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan.
And a lot of people suddenly tell that you looks like Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I know. But he's a bit older, I have to tell you.
Is it true that your song was supposed to be a soundtrack to next James Bond film?
No.
No? It's only
At the moment there's even a big disaster because the producing company of James Bond broke.
Really?
So at the moment they really don't know how to finance the new James Bond. So it will be in maybe 2 or 3 years. The show has to have a special line. How to say? Dramaturgy. It's
yes.
you know what I want to say.
Yes.
And then sometimes you have to leave a song and you have to put another one in. But all my songs, I couldn't stand because this program, what I'm performing tonight, is the program which I'm singing for the next 2 years. And it would make me crazy if I would have to sing 2 years of some songs which I don't like. Every artist lives with rumors. And if you don't have rumors anymore, you're dead. So, but this is not true, no.
It's only the art.
There are always, what was really bizarre, not only in the 80s, even today they're kind of crazy. They moved from Russia to Germany, or they found my house on Ibiza Island, But, well, I have my private life, and I have my family, and I have my job. So, I'm not looking for a new girl from Russia, to put it on the point.
And you have a good security.
Well, I can say no.
Oh.
This is the best security. Russian is so difficult.
Do you know a few words in Russian?
I will tell tonight in the show. I know a few words. And I will sing tenderness. So I will do this. But, for me, there are 2 hard points. Even the pronunciation is hard for me. And the writing. You have a different writing than we have. So I have to learn 2 things. And I don't know what is written, and I don't know how to pronounce. And my wife, I have an iPad, and my wife, she just installed, when I was on the way to do it, she installed me a program for learning Russian. She said, you are spending so many times in the plane, so you can learn the language. But it's hard, yes. Yes, sure. But I don't use Facebook that much.
Why?
It takes so much time, and I'm not one of those persons who say I have to inform every minute of my life to the world. Because I need my privacy just for getting the power to tour, to make shows. And when you just think about my life, in the last 2 weeks, I traveled 40,000 kilometers. So I'm coming back tomorrow morning, and then I have my day off. But then on Wednesday I'm going in my office, I have new things to do. Then I have in Germany TV shows to do. Then the next shows, I'm going to Hungary. I'm going to Poland. I'm going to, where else? I have a show next year a tour in Chile, in South Africa, in South America. I have to record a new album in November. I have to make photo sessions in December, a new video in January. So, please believe me, I don't have the energy to write all this down when I'm coming from, a photo shooting. Today I did a photo shooting. And blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm tired. Even with the video Stay With Me. Stay With Me took 26 hours of shooting in one row. The scenery when I was singing, I did at 6 o'clock in the morning after 24 hours shooting before. And please, I'm not going to the hotel and post at Facebook or YouTube, oh my God, it was so great to do 26 hours. I'm dead. I'm completely dead. I need my sleep. So this is not, I'm not so into it.
But you read the news on internet or
Yes,
something?
Yes.
You have your favorite sites? Maybe
I'm
about
looking,
sports?
I'm looking, you mean in general?
In general. Yeah.
News. I'm very interested in news because I want to know what's going on in this world. So this is important. And there's so many, and when I see in my shows and when I'm on stage, I see so many beautiful girls. And what I like, they're more open today. It's not like 25 years ago. They're always sitting like this. Today, they live their life. This is great. But I love the way they act, and I love the way the clothes, and they are so open to the world, and they want to live, and they want to see everything, and this makes it so interesting. And even for me, I have a perfect place. I'm standing on stage. I can watch all I want.
Did they make some presents for you? A big presents, small presents, maybe some?
Oh, a lot. From
letters.
Flowers to chocolate to paintings to CD discs to photos from themselves.
Cars?
What?
Cars?
Cars, apartments.
Apartments? I'm joking.
So, I think the money is more in the hand of the man at the moment. There is one or two ladies, even in Moscow, they have big money. But when I was looking on the map, I saw it, but I've never been here. So it's the first time.
We know.
Yeah. So then we both knows.
Have you some time to look through the window?
Yes, yes. But it was very foggy today.
Oh.
So we came in, with a train, and it was around about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Then we had a drink at the bar. No, it was not. Yes. And then I went to bed at 6. Slept till 1. And have something for food, press conference, show, and next city or back home.